Picture this. Atlanta nightlife buzzing, cameras flashing, and the love and hip-hop world flipped upside down overnight. Whispers start in back rooms. Studio sets go silent, and suddenly everyone's asking the same question. Did Mendeecees secretly marry Mena behind Yandy's back? It sounds impossible, right? But sources close to the cast are saying something happened. Something big. The kind of scandal VH1 would never want out. Rumors say paperwork exists, hidden from the public eye, and that a private ceremony took place months ago, long before anyone noticed Erica's quiet smile and Mendeecees' sudden trips out of town. Insiders claim producers tried to bury the footage, while Yandy found out only after stumbling across something she was never supposed to see. A leaked message, maybe even a ring photo. Fans are in disbelief. Emotions are spiraling online. And if what's being whispered is true, then this isn't just another love and hip-hop storyline. It's the biggest betrayal yet. Stay right where you are, because what's coming next might completely change how you see Mendeecees, Yandy, and Erica forever. It all started with a strange post that barely anyone noticed at first. Mena, known for her cryptic captions and dramatic timing, dropped a photo that seemed harmless. A champagne glass, a candlelit dinner, and a man's hand wearing a gold band. Fans thought it was just another tease, another attention-grabbing post. But those who followed her closely caught something different. The hand looked familiar. Too familiar? Within hours, blogs began zooming in, comparing tattoos, matching wrist details, and suddenly the internet was convinced that was Mendeecees' hand. People started flooding the comments with questions. "That's not Kirk, that's not Safari, that's Mendeecees," one user wrote. Others tried to shut it down, saying fans were reaching. But it didn't stop there. Just a few hours later, Mendeecees posted an oddly timed story from a secluded resort. Palm trees, rose petals, soft music, and what looked like Erica's voice in the background. Coincidence, maybe? But for longtime fans of love and hip-hop, coincidences like this rarely stay coincidences for long. Then, out of nowhere, a production insider leaked what they claimed was part of a deleted VH1 shoot. A clip of Mendeecees and Erica laughing together off-set, holding hands. It wasn't part of any episode that aired. Fans quickly started piecing it all together. The rumors that had once sounded wild suddenly didn't seem so far-fetched. Whispers began spreading that the two had secretly tied the knot months ago, far from Atlanta, during one of Mendeecees' business trips. Sources claimed it was private, quiet and done without Yandy ever knowing. Yandy, meanwhile, had been posting less and less. Gone were the long motivational captions. Gone were the cheerful family photos. Her fans noticed immediately. In one live video, her voice cracked as she thanked people for checking in, but refused to explain what was really going on. "People think they know everything," she said softly, her eyes red. "But some things aren't meant for the internet." That was enough to send everyone into overdrive. One of Yandy's close friends reportedly confirmed that she had found something she wasn't supposed to. A message, perhaps. A receipt. Maybe even a document. Whatever it was, it shook her. She allegedly confronted Mendeecees, demanding answers, but his reaction only made things worse. Insiders claim he brushed it off, saying it was old business, and that the internet was twisting things. But behind closed doors, Yandy wasn't buying it. In a now-deleted post, she uploaded a black screen with the words, "You can't build a home on lies." Fans immediately flooded her comments, asking if it was about Mendeecees. She deleted it within minutes, but screenshots spread faster than wildfire. The blogs went crazy. "Yandy breaks silence," one headline read. "Trouble in paradise?" Another screamed. Then came the bombshell. A woman claiming to be a witness at a private ceremony in Miami spoke out anonymously. She said she saw Mendeecees and Erica exchange vows in front of a handful of people. No cameras, no producers, just them and two witnesses. She even described the rings. Simple, gold, nothing flashy. Like they wanted it to be a secret, she said. Of course, without proof, it was just talk. But in this world, talk is enough to spark chaos. Erica remained silent, which made everything worse. The more she refused to confirm or deny, the louder the speculation grew. Fans dissected every post, every emoji. When she posted a red heart and a prayer hands emoji, the comments exploded. "So you really married him?" one follower asked. Erica didn't reply. She just turned off comments completely. Meanwhile, Mendeecees started acting strangely on social media too. He stopped tagging Yandy, stopped commenting under her photos, and started posting vague captions about protecting your peace and moving in silence. People noticed. Even former castmates started weighing in. One source claimed that Mona Scott Young, the show's executive producer, was furious. This kind of scandal could either destroy the brand or make it explode in ratings. Producers were reportedly scrambling, trying to figure out how to handle it before it hit mainstream outlets. The situation grew darker when a document surfaced online, blurry, half redacted, but allegedly showing a marriage license between Mendeecees and Erica under different names. It looked real enough to cause panic. Fans shared it everywhere. Hashtags trended overnight. "Yandy deserves better" started circulating, followed by "Erica wins again." The divide was brutal. Team Yandy accused Erica of betrayal, while Team Erica claimed Yandy had it coming after years of controlling behavior on screen. Behind the scenes, things were unraveling fast. According to one insider, Yandy packed her bags and left the family home. She didn't announce it publicly, but fans noticed she was suddenly staying at a luxury apartment downtown. Her followers pointed out that she had removed several photos of Mendeecees from her feed. "It's giving breakup energy," one fan wrote. And they weren't wrong. Things took a shocking turn when audio leaked of what sounded like an argument between Yandy and Mendeecees. In the clip, she can be heard saying, "You looked me in the eyes and lied. You made me look stupid for defending you." Mendeecees responds calmly but coldly, "You don't understand what was happening then. I didn't even think it mattered anymore." Fans debated the authenticity of the clip, but the damage was done. Everyone believed it was real. What made it worse was Erica's timing. Just days after the audio went viral, she was spotted leaving a courthouse in Atlanta, wearing sunglasses and holding a folder. Paparazzi caught her smirking when asked about Mendeecees. "No comment," she said, walking away. But that smirk said everything. Blogs started claiming she had gone to the courthouse to finalize name changes. Others said it was to collect paperwork related to the alleged marriage. Nobody could confirm, but the buzz was unstoppable. Rumors spread that Yandy had reached out to Mona Scott personally, demanding to know if VH1 knew about the alleged marriage. Mona reportedly tried to calm her down, insisting the network had no idea. But insiders say Yandy didn't buy it. She allegedly accused producers of covering it up for ratings. And if that's true, it means the betrayal goes deeper than anyone thought. Throughout it all, Mendeecees stayed silent. No statements, no interviews, no denials. Fans begged him to speak, to clear his name, but he stayed quiet. Too quiet. That silence made everyone believe the worst. Because in this world, silence is as good as confession. And that's when everything reached a breaking point. On a late Friday night, Yandy went live again, tears streaming down her face. "I don't even know who I married anymore," she said softly. "People lie, but God reveals." Her voice cracked mid-sentence, and she ended the live abruptly. Within minutes, it went viral. Fan pages reposted it. Celebrities commented, and even Erica's name began trending again. The love and hip-hop universe had officially exploded, and nobody knew what was real anymore. The morning after Yandy's emotional live, Atlanta woke up buzzing. Blogs, podcasts, and gossip channels couldn't stop talking about what she said, and more importantly, what she didn't say. Everyone was trying to decode her words. Did she mean Mendeecees had actually married Erica? Was it symbolic or literal? And then came a post that sent everything into overdrive. Erica Mena, silent for days, uploaded a single black and white photo, a close-up of a hand resting on a table. On the ring finger was that same gold band fans had seen before. No caption, no tags, just the ring. It was like pouring gasoline on an already burning fire. Within minutes, the post had over 200,000 likes. Fans flooded the comments, tagging Yandy, Mona Scott, and even VH1. This can't be real. So the rumors were true? How could you do this to Yandy? Erica didn't respond, and that silence screamed louder than any statement could. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was spotted leaving a restaurant in Atlanta, wearing a hoodie pulled low and refusing to answer paparazzi questions. One camera caught him muttering, "People always believe what they want to believe," before ducking into a car. Behind closed doors, the tension reportedly reached its peak. Insiders claimed Yandy and Mendeecees had an explosive confrontation at home before she left. One friend close to the couple told a blog that Yandy had seen actual proof. Not rumors, not talk, but something real. "It was paperwork," the friend said. Something she found on his laptop, maybe a scanned document. She knew it was real because it had their names, both of them. By now, the network was in full crisis mode. VH1's legal team was allegedly scrambling, trying to verify whether any real marriage certificate existed and if it could involve cast members under contract. Producers were panicking because if the story was true, and they'd been filming under false circumstances, it could cause a major breach in agreements. Insiders whispered that Mona Scott-Young held an emergency call with executives, trying to contain the chaos. She was said to be furious, not just because of the scandal, but because this storyline wasn't supposed to exist. As news outlets picked up the story, fans started digging deeper. Screenshots of court databases started circulating, some showing partial records matching Mendeecees' middle name and an unfamiliar surname that people speculated belonged to Erica. No one could confirm, but the screenshots looked convincing enough to make everyone question what was real. Soon after, an anonymous account posted what looked like a video clip of a beach ceremony. The lighting was dim, the footage grainy, but viewers swore they saw Mendeecees and Erica exchanging vows with a small group clapping in the background. Others pointed out how similar Erica's voice sounded when she said, "I do." Yandy's fans were livid. Her supporters flooded Erica's DMs, calling her homewrecker, snake, even threatening to boycott any future projects she appeared in. Erica fired back subtly, posting another story saying, "Don't believe every narrative. Truth doesn't need defense." That only fueled the drama more. People began arguing online, dividing into teams again, Team Yandy and Team Erica. Then something unexpected happened. Samantha, Mendeecees' ex and mother of one of his children, jumped into the conversation. She went live and said, "I tried to warn Yandy. Once a liar, always a liar. He's been doing this for years." Her live went viral. People started pulling up old clips from past seasons where Samantha and Yandy clashed, saying now it all made sense. Even former cast members chimed in, dropping vague tweets and shady likes. The chaos got so big that one radio show in Atlanta dedicated a full hour to dissecting the rumors. Callers were debating, bloggers were analyzing body language, and one producer even hinted that there's more to come. That single statement set the internet on fire. Fans began speculating that VH1 might have been filming this whole time and that the footage could surface in a future season. While the world argued, Yandy quietly unfollowed both Erica and Mendeecees on social media. That move confirmed what everyone feared. It wasn't just rumors anymore. Something real had broken between them. She also removed her last name from her bio, a subtle yet powerful message. Within hours, she trended again, with fans posting throwback clips of her defending Mendeecees during his prison years. The caption that went viral read, "She held him down for years, and this is how he repays her." Meanwhile, Erica seemed to lean into the storm. She was spotted out shopping with friends, laughing, wearing the same gold ring. Paparazzi photos showed her looking unbothered, as if the whole thing was beneath her. But those close to her claimed she was furious behind the scenes, not because of the backlash, but because she felt the narrative was being twisted. "She didn't break up that marriage," a friend reportedly said. "She just accepted what was already over." And then came the twist nobody saw coming. A private voicemail surfaced, leaked to a gossip blogger, allegedly between Erica and Mendeecees. In it, Erica's voice could be heard saying, "We agreed to keep this between us. You promised me no one would find out until you were ready." Mendeecees' voice replied, "I wasn't ready for it to come out this way." The clip was only 30 seconds long, but it broke the internet. If authentic, it was undeniable proof that something happened between them. The fallout was instant. Fans flooded Yandy's page with prayers and support, while Erica's page became a battlefield of accusations and defenses. VH1 issued a vague statement saying, "We do not comment on personal matters involving our talent. That only made things worse." Bloggers accused the network of covering up the truth to protect the brand. At the same time, a rumor started spreading that Yandy had begun legal proceedings to have her marriage reviewed, not because of divorce, but because she wasn't sure if her marriage was even valid anymore. Fans speculated wildly, suggesting that if Mendeecees had secretly married Erica, it could invalidate his previous union. No one knew what to believe, but the story had already grown beyond repair. In the middle of all this, Mona Scott reportedly flew to Atlanta to meet with everyone involved. Sources said she wanted to convince Yandy to stay quiet until production could get control of the narrative. But Yandy wasn't having it. She allegedly told Mona, "You're not turning my life into another storyline." The tension was so high that producers began fearing that cast members would start leaking more receipts out of spite. And, just when everyone thought it couldn't get any worse, a clip began circulating late one night, grainy footage from a hotel hallway camera. It showed two figures walking hand in hand. The woman's walk looked exactly like Erica's, and the man's build, tattoos, and hairstyle matched Mendeecees perfectly. They entered a hotel suite, and moments later, the clip cut off. Fans lost their minds. "That's them! The proof is right there!" Even though the footage couldn't be verified, the internet decided it was real. That's when Mendeecees finally broke his silence. Sort of. He posted a single story with the words, "Truth takes time." No caption, no further explanation. And that small, cryptic message only made the fire grow bigger. Fans demanded a live, a confession, something. But he went quiet again. The pressure on him, on Erica, and on Yandy was now reaching a level none of them could escape. By the time the third week rolled around, the scandal had officially escaped Atlanta and taken over every major entertainment outlet. Hollywood Unlocked, Shade Room, Baller Alert. Everyone was covering it. Podcasts titled Mendeecees' Secret Marriage popped up overnight. And even gossip YouTubers who never talked about love and hip-hop were now dissecting body language and Instagram captions like they were forensic analysts. The story had become too big to hide and too emotional for fans to ignore. Yandy's friends tried to rally around her, but she wasn't in the mood to talk. One insider said she'd gone completely quiet and was focusing on her kids. Still, her silence spoke louder than any statement. When she finally appeared again on social media, it was through a repost, a Bible verse about betrayal and strength. She didn't add any caption, but fans filled in the blanks themselves. The comments were flooded with sympathy, anger, and heartbreak. People were calling her the Queen of Grace and the woman who deserved better. At the same time, Mendeecees' name was trending for all the wrong reasons. Every move he made, every story he posted was scrutinized. Fans pointed out that he hadn't been seen at home for days. Bloggers claimed he was staying in a midtown hotel under an alias. One post even alleged that producers were considering suspending him from filming until he addressed the controversy. VH1 insiders reportedly said that Mona Scott wanted him to go on camera, face Yandy, and explain everything. But what no one expected was for Erica Mena to suddenly shift the tone. In a surprise interview clip that leaked online, she was asked point-blank about the rumors. At first, she laughed it off, saying, "People love to make stories out of thin air." But then her tone changed. She leaned in and said softly, "Sometimes love happens in places it's not supposed to. And sometimes, you just have to follow your heart." That single quote broke the internet. Blogs ran with it instantly. Erica admits to love affair, they said. Erica confirms secret relationship. Though she never used Mendeecees' name, everyone knew who she was talking about. Meanwhile, new audio leaked, this time from what fans believed was a private call between Yandy and a close friend. In it, Yandy's voice trembled as she said, "I kept defending him when the world turned against him. I built a life around his name, and he gave his vows to someone else." It was painful, raw, and real. Fans were heartbroken listening to it. Whether it was authentic or not, the emotion felt too genuine to be fabricated. That clip alone shifted public sympathy entirely toward Yandy. And then came the twist that no one could have predicted. A producer's assistant allegedly leaked emails showing that VH1 had known about the Mendeecees Erica. Rumors for months, but had chosen not to interfere. Because it might make great television. If that's true, it means the network might have watched this train wreck unfold just for ratings. Fans turned on VH1 instantly, accusing them of exploiting Yandy's real pain for clout. The hashtag boycott love and hip-hop began trending, though not everyone followed through. After all, everyone wanted to see what would happen next. Yandy's family reportedly stepped in at this point. Her mom was said to be furious, calling Mendeecees a disgrace and demanding he come clean publicly. Close relatives were urging her to file for divorce, but sources claim Yandy wasn't ready yet. She wants answers first, one insider said. She's not going to let the internet decide her next move. Even still, she'd already contacted lawyers quietly to review her situation. Then, the most shocking development yet hit social media. A set of alleged photos from what looked like an island ceremony. Palm trees, white sand, a small arch decorated with red roses, and a blurred shot of a couple holding hands. Commenters swore it was Erica and Mendeecees. Others insisted it was photoshopped, but the images looked too detailed to dismiss. Within hours, Erica's team denied them, calling it fan fiction. But by then, the screenshots had spread everywhere. At this point, every celebrity gossip outlet had weighed in. Joe Budden mentioned it on his podcast, saying, "If Mendeecees really pulled this off, that's wild." Tammy Rivera tweeted a cryptic, "Nothing surprises me anymore." And even K. Michelle dropped a shady Instagram story saying, "The truth always finds its way to light." Fans were eating it up, dissecting every reaction, every post. While the internet feasted, Yandy's pain deepened. Insiders said she was having sleepless nights, barely eating, and breaking down whenever she saw old clips of her and Mendeecees together. She reportedly told a friend, "He made me look like a fool on national TV, and I still tried to make it work." Those close to her claimed she'd started therapy, not for the marriage, but for herself, to understand how she ended up in such a situation. As if things couldn't spiral further, Mendeecees' past started resurfacing. Old interviews, old accusations, everything came crawling back. People questioned if he'd ever been faithful. Tabloids began running stories about his alleged pattern of secrecy and double life. One even claimed that he'd been managing finances for someone under Erica's name. While most of these claims were unverified, the sheer volume of noise made it impossible to separate truth from fiction. Then came a curveball that no one saw coming, a video from an anonymous source claiming to show a wedding, officiant confirming that he had indeed married a celebrity couple from Atlanta privately, under strict confidentiality. He didn't name names, but when asked if one of them was from Love and Hip Hop, he smiled nervously and said, "No comment." Fans took that as confirmation. The clip went viral overnight. Erica went live for the first time since the rumors began. Sitting in her car, calm but visibly tense, she said, "I've been quiet because the truth doesn't need defending. But when people start lying about paperwork, I have to protect myself. I didn't steal anyone's husband. I was promised something real." She looked directly into the camera, her tone almost vulnerable, then added, "Believe what you want, but stop painting me as the villain." The live ended there, leaving fans stunned. Yandy, on the other hand, posted a simple message that same night: "No weapon formed against me shall prosper." That line hit deep. Her supporters filled her comments with heart emojis and messages of strength. She didn't need to name names. Everyone knew who she was addressing. As the days went by, fans noticed something unusual. VH1 quietly started deleting clips and promotional material featuring Mendeecees and Erica together from their social platforms. Some called it damage control. Others said it was proof the network was guilty of hiding something. A former crew member even hinted on Twitter that season footage might never air. People were furious. They wanted to see the truth, not the edited version. The tension reached its breaking point when another insider claimed that Erica and Mendeecees had signed non-disclosure agreements related to their alleged ceremony. If that's true, it would explain their silence. According to the leak, the NDA forbade them from publicly discussing their relationship or marriage until post-production clearance. Fans began piecing everything together, the quiet posts, the half-smiles, the vague statements. To them, it all made sense now. And somewhere in all that noise, Yandy's pain turned into purpose. She reportedly started documenting everything. Screenshots, emails, messages, not for social media but for her lawyers. She wanted to know the full truth, and if Mendeecees had really built a second life with another woman, she was ready to expose it herself. The internet, once divided, now waited in eerie silence for the next move. Because in a world where secrets rarely stay buried, everyone knew something bigger was coming. And this time, it wouldn't be just rumors. Days later, Atlanta woke up to chaos again. This time, with receipts. Early that morning, a popular gossip blog dropped what they claimed were verified documents linking Mendeecees and Erica through a private marriage filing in Miami-Dade County. The names were blurred for legal reasons, but the initials, dates, and witnesses matched too closely to ignore. Within an hour, screenshots flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The internet exploded. Fans screamed in disbelief, some defending Yandy, others saying, "We knew it all along." The documents listed a private union under confidentiality, which made people believe it was more than just rumor now. It was real. As the story blew up, Yandy finally broke her silence in a heartbreaking post. It wasn't an interview, not a press statement, just a long, emotional caption beneath a photo of her and her children. "Sometimes God removes people because he heard conversations you didn't," she wrote. "This chapter hurt, but it's not my ending." The comments section flooded instantly with thousands of messages from fans, celebrities, and even former castmates. "We love you, Queen. You deserve peace. Karma always circles back." Meanwhile, Mendeecees remained silent, but not for long. Later that evening, he posted a video that sent shockwaves across social media. Sitting in his car, looking exhausted, he said, "I'm seeing everything online, and all I can say is, not everything you read is true. People are taking private things and twisting them for clicks. I love my family, and I'm not going to let the world destroy what we built." His tone was calm, but something about the way he avoided saying Erica's name made people suspicious. If there was nothing to hide, why not deny it directly? Erica's reaction came just hours later, and it was pure gasoline. She posted a slow-motion video of herself walking through a hotel lobby, wearing a silk dress and that same gold band. The caption? "The truth doesn't hide." Fans lost it. Within minutes, her post was trending on every platform. The comments were divided. Some praising her for owning her truth, others dragging her for destroying another woman's home. Still, she didn't delete a thing. She stood firm, unbothered, and eerily quiet after that. Reports began surfacing that VH1 had paused all production involving Mendeecees, Erica, and Yandy until further notice. Insiders said Mona Scott was furious, feeling betrayed and blindsided. Apparently, this kind of scandal could lead to serious legal trouble if the marriage documents proved real. One anonymous crew member even revealed that footage of Mendeecees and Erica from a private retreat was now being locked in a vault, pending network review. Behind the scenes, it was said that Yandy and Mendeecees met privately, not for reconciliation, but for closure. A source claimed it was emotional, tense, and full of tears. She asked him if it was true, the insider said. He couldn't look her in the eye. That told her everything she needed to know. Allegedly, Yandy told him she would no longer fight for something that was already gone. "You made your choice," she said before walking out. Meanwhile, Erica's ex, Safari, threw shade in his own way. During an Instagram live, he said, "Some people just love recycling pain. That's all I'll say." Fans instantly took it as a shot at Erica, and before long, his comments became another battlefield. Everyone was picking sides again. Team Yandy, Team Erica, Team "This whole thing is insane." As if that wasn't enough, leaked audio from a VH1 staff meeting hit social media. In it, someone who sounded like Mona Scott could be heard saying, "We can't let this get out of hand. If those papers are real, we'll have to do damage control immediately." That leak confirmed what many suspected. The network had known far more than they were letting on. Some even speculated that producers were trying to delay airing certain footage to avoid legal consequences. Yandy's lawyer later released a quiet statement, saying she was reviewing all necessary documentation to ensure her marital status is properly protected. It wasn't emotional, but it sent a clear message. She was done playing victim. She was taking control. Rumors swirled that she'd hired a crisis management team to navigate the chaos and prepare a possible tell-all interview. Then came another twist no one saw coming, a leaked clip from what appeared to be an upcoming Love and Hip Hop reunion taping. Though blurry, voices that sounded like Erica and Yandy could be heard arguing. Yandy's voice, sharp with emotion, said, "You could have had anyone, but you chose to humiliate me." Erica shot back, "Don't act like your marriage was perfect. He came to me broken because you broke him first." The clip ended abruptly, but that 30-second snippet sent fans into total meltdown. Everyone was waiting to see the full confrontation. The drama was so massive that even people outside the love and hip-hop circle started weighing in. Cardi B posted, "Atlanta too messy for me right now," followed by laughing emojis. Tammy Rivera commented under a blog post, "It's always the ones who smile the most hiding the deepest pain." Celebrities and fans alike were picking apart every little word, every repost, every silence. As the week went on, Mendeecees' reputation took a major hit. Endorsement deals reportedly froze, and sponsors began distancing themselves quietly. Even his podcast, which he had just launched, saw a massive drop in listeners. Meanwhile, Erica's social media engagement skyrocketed. Whether people loved her or hated her, they couldn't look away. She'd become the villain everyone couldn't stop watching. And then, the final blow landed. A former VH1 producer confirmed anonymously that footage existed, raw, unedited, of a private moment between Erica and Mendeecees at a resort, with him allegedly saying, "This feels right. This feels like forever." That single sentence shattered whatever hope remained for damage control. Blogs began calling it the love and hip-hop scandal of the decade. Yandy's final move stunned everyone. Instead of clapping back or doing an interview, she posted a quiet video of herself walking through Central Park with her kids. No tears, no bitterness, just peace. The caption read, "Healing looks good on me." Fans flooded her comments with love. She didn't need to say a word. Her silence was louder than any statement Mendeecees or Erica could ever make. VH1, facing relentless pressure, released one final statement saying, "We are aware of the rumors circulating and are currently reviewing the matter internally." But by then, it didn't matter. The internet had already made up its mind. As days passed, Atlanta began to settle into a strange calm. Yandy focused on her children and charity work. Erica continued to post her mysterious selfies, and Mendeecees disappeared from social media entirely. Some say he fled to New York to escape the noise. Others claim he's still with Erica, quietly living out the truth they both tried to hide. No one knows for sure. What everyone agrees on, though, is that this story changed everything. Love and hip-hop will never be the same. Friendships are broken, trust is gone, and the fans, the ones who watched these people fall in and out of love for years, now see the show through a whole new lens. Because behind the cameras, behind the glam, and behind the filters, what's left is raw heartbreak, public humiliation, and a truth that refuses to stay buried. And as Yandy said in her final live, with tears in her eyes but strength in her voice, "You can hide papers. You can hide rings, but you can't hide karma." She always finds her way home. And now here we are, watching it all unfold like a movie no one ever expected to see. The love, the lies, the tears, and the truth, all tangled up in one messy, emotional storm. Fans are still arguing online, some defending Yandy through thick and thin, others saying maybe Erica was the one Mendeecees really wanted all along. No one knows what's real anymore, but one thing's for sure. Something big happened behind those cameras, something that changed everything forever. Every Instagram post, every deleted story, every no-comment interview just adds more fuel to the fire. The tension between the fans is real, some calling it karma, others calling it manipulation. Even those who don't watch Love and Hip Hop are tuning in now, trying to catch every clip, every leaked message, every emotional breakdown that's shaking Atlanta to its core. And the craziest part? Neither Erica nor Mendeecees has said a single word publicly since the rumors exploded. No confirmation, no denial, just silence. And silence in this world? That's louder than any confession. It's making people wonder what's being planned behind closed doors. Are they waiting for the right moment to go public? Or are they sitting back watching everyone else do the talking for them? Because if there's one thing we've learned about these two, it's that they know how to make a moment go viral. Meanwhile, Yandy's social media has become a battlefield of emotions. One moment she's posting about self-love and healing, the next she's sharing cryptic captions that sound like goodbye letters. Her fans are rallying behind her, flooding her comments with heart emojis and words of strength. But deep down, everyone can feel it. She's broken in ways no post can fix. Seeing someone so strong crumble under the weight of betrayal is hard to watch. Even for people who've seen reality TV drama before, this feels different. Raw, unfiltered, painfully real. And what about VH1? Sources say producers are in pure panic mode, scrambling to decide what to air, what to cut, and what to bury before it ruins everyone's image. But the thing about secrets is, once they start leaking, there's no stopping them. One fan even claimed to have footage of Mendeecees and Erica together at a private dinner. But whether it's real or not, it's enough to keep the internet talking nonstop. Hashtags are trending, reaction videos are popping up by the hour, and the entire Lage community feels like it's holding its breath for what comes next. And that's where you come in. What do you think really happened? Do you believe Mendeecees could have actually married Erica behind Yandy's back? Or is this all just a carefully planted distraction to stir up the internet and keep everyone guessing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because trust me, I read them all and y'all always catch details nobody else does. Hit that like button if you're still shocked. Subscribe if you're ready for more updates. And turn on your notifications because when the next chapter drops, you won't want to miss it. This story isn't over. Not by a long shot. Whether it's a hidden wedding certificate, a leaked video, or a sudden Instagram live that blows everything open, something else is coming. Something that's going to change the way we see every single person involved. Until then, keep your eyes on their posts because one caption, one unfollow, one subtle change could tell us everything. Atlanta's got drama, and we're just getting started.